everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very good pass rush. The Lions are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Seahawks team that will need to deal with that all game. The weather outside in Detroit was down into single digits, but let's go inside the Ford Field as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And now here's a carry heading left. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Play clock winding down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now back to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Brenza's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Six yards to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. He's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now here's a carry heading left. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught at the 20.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They go play action now. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Jacob Shum now, standing just outside his own goal line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again here, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him. Through the flag. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the screen pass. 36 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Lions wanted to put last week's game behind them, and they have so far today. The Seahawks are in a tough spot, but will look to force some mistakes and stay in it. All right, let's roll the highlights. Seahawks have the football midway through the second. Murray's going to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. Lions line up at the 18. The quick pass and completion is made, and it's caught for the score, taking the lead up to 10. Now they've got it at the 44-yard line. The quick pass and completion is made. He ends up picking up 39 yards and heads out of bounds. Lions have it later on the drive. It's going to be a run play here, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. Lions push the lead to 17. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
And second and 10, he'll look to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 38.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A beautiful fake. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On first down, Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go. 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
The play clock's running down. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings... up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, little 360. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They were stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He'll take it at the 42. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing is Wilson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Brimson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Wilson, incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Alone to the right is Jones. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Over the middle, it's complete. 15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down Detroit. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, Wilson. His throw incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And they're going to speed things up here. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Can't find anyone open. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 4 on the play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here come the Lions now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
All right, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a to this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us.